It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
There's been an update with the Sonya Massey case. Let's talk about it. So just as a reminder, Sonya Massey, 36, a mother of two, was from Illinois, and she thought that there was a prowler lurking outside of her home, so she decided to contact the authorities. One of the responding officers was Officer Sean Grayson. She invited the officers in and she began to tell them about the prowler who she thought was lurking outside of her home. There's no kind of indication on what transpired to make Officer Grayson think that she was being aggressive, but he said that Miss Massey had a pot of boiling water in her hand, and when she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," he took that as a threat and pew-pewed her 3 times, unaliving her. So for many of us who have viewed the body cam footage, there is nothing on that footage that indicates that Sonya threw a pot of boiling water at him. And it seemed like she was jokingly saying, when he said something to her that she didn't like, it was jokingly saying that "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," which is a common term in the African American community. But today marks the start of the jury selection for his case, and they're expecting this trial to last for about 2 weeks. Now, I do want to highlight the fact that 2 weeks after Officer Grayson unalived Sonya Massey, he was fired from his job with the sheriff's department, and he has been in custody since he was arrested shortly after being fired. So we're going to see. I am definitely going to be monitoring this case. I want to make sure that no one ever forgets about Sonya Massey. Hopefully justice will be served in this case. And one other point that I want to highlight is that the Massey family in February of 2025 was awarded a $10 million settlement by the Sangamon County officials. Okay, so they did receive the settlement. The attorney for the family, Ben Crump, called this the first step in a journey for justice. So get down and let me know what you think about the Sonya Massey case. Do you think that former Officer Grayson will be found guilty and justice will be served? Let me know. If you found value in this post, please make sure to like as well as share. And lastly, don't forget to follow the Black Death Society, where I talk about all things pop culture, politics, and money.
What it do, man? I will be following the Sonya Massey jury trial. I guess that'll be something that I want to tap into along with the rest of my videos. Shout out to the Black Death Society on TikTok. I'm gonna be following her too. I'm gonna try to get all that in there. This was a crazy situation when it happened. Everybody knew this. I don't see why not enough black people were up in arms, or why did this cause much of an uproar? Because of course there was the George Floyd incident, but then there was Sonya Massey, which I think happened like a year after or sometime right after, not long. But this one should have really garnered a bunch of attention. And the fact is, she may have been going through, not the fact, I don't know if it's a fact, but she may have been going through something mentally and thinking somebody was stalking her house. But then when she was just cooking, she was just in her kitchen. Nothing wrong with that. She was in her home. So what she was doing in her home there was nothing out of the ordinary. Her boiling some water in her home is perfectly fine, because it's not illegal to boil water. And when the cops come in, that's the scene that she was in. So she wasn't threatening the cop. The cop was obviously irritated at his job or irritated at something, but he was not. He was acting snappy with her. If y'all seen the video, everybody's seen the video. It shouldn't have been done. There was nothing going on. It was pretty sad. It was just like, dude, when she started out, because the guy was saying something to her, and she was like, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," and he shot her, and it was just like, bruh. Yeah, he gonna get found guilty. Now, the time that he will get will probably be somewhere around 15 years. What he did was reckless. He didn't have the intent to commit murder, and that's the thing. That's what would consider somebody for life in prison, is what was his intent to commit murder. And his probable cause. I don't think he'll. Now he might get more than that. He might, because in the manner that was, it should have been handled different. Let's just say that it should have been handled different. In fact, even if she threw some boiling water on him, which she didn't, if she had the opportunity to, he was so far away from her that he wasn't in the danger of, his life wasn't in danger to where he had to use such force. So a taser would have worked, but instead he chose his firearm. And I've seen in some, it was a shooting in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where the cop, I think she's still in jail too, or in prison. Well, she said she meant to reach for her taser and reach for her pistol, but she shot several times or twice. So your pistol is on one side and your taser is on the other. It's not like they're right next to each other. So, but in the heat of the moment, she's just protecting her life, and that's what she thought. I don't know if she got off. I forgot. I forgot about that situation, but I remember. I think she was. I know she lost her job because I think that was her second shooting too. But it's funny that these cops get a second time to shoot somebody. It's just absolutely insane.